Hi class, Ashley Crawford here, and today I will be covering week 4, discussion 1, and I will be reporting on chapter 13 from our The Myth of the American Superhero readings we are to do. And chapter 13 was Facet Faith in the Star Wars universe. The first thing I had to do was get a real good understanding of the word facet, and I found that to be an advocate or follower of extreme political authoritarianism. Excuse me. Um, Another definition was relating to or supporting. So basically, chapter 13 was supporting faith in the Star Wars universe. To summarize the chapter, which again, with only 9 pages, it was one of the shorter chapters in the book. However, it was packed full of a ton of information relating to religion and how that was tied into the Star Wars franchise. So again, back to the summary of the chapter. I will say Lawrence and Jewett showed how after release of A New Hope, how that struck a religious phenomenon within society, I guess you would say. They argue that baby boomers and Gen X are what we would call metaphysical seekers, meaning they seek out the non-traditional source of religion. And within this chapter 13, they show how Star Wars really honed into that idea of a non-traditional religion. Each film provoked intensive press coverage, lots of media coverage, and with that came a new expression of a commitment to loyalty to the Star Wars franchise and what they were offering. Leward and Jewett suggest that there are those who really look to Star Wars to find confirmation of their values and a new stimulus to spiritual development. And so, to me, what I took away from that was that there are a lot of us, especially the Gen X, millennial, baby boomers, who we have seen a lot of things transpire over the course of our lives, whether that be OKC Memorial bombing, 9/11, and just other major events that really changed us as a generation, and how movies like Star Wars and Star Trek and just honestly the myths, how those are helping us get away from the traditional churches and the building structure and just focus on religion overall and finding God in all things. So in chapter 13, we also look into the religious aspirations of George Lucas, and I will say this man is a genius. That was the writer and creator of Star Wars, also Wizard of Oz. So he was a genius, and it was his goal to bring a sense of religion mission into Star Wars. He wanted kids to understand that there was more to life than just killing, and that you could still sit and dream, and that's exactly what Star Wars offers to us. I will state that I am not a major Star Wars fan, but I'm telling you, this chapter really provided some great insights to what Star Wars has done for society, and especially toward religion and government. So Lucas has always said, and something that has been argued, and it's somewhat what Lawrence and Jewett are arguing in chapter 13, is Star Wars competing with religion, or is it complementing religion? And I know it was George Lucas's goal was to complement and not compete with religion. We then go on to show how Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, I guess you could call them monomythic heroes. Luke finding out Darth was his son, and just the whole progression of not only Luke, but also as Darth Vader from good to evil, back to good again, and how that all transition relates, and how that can relate to Christianity. There is a moment, and I guess in a battle with Luke and Darth Vader, where Darth Vader eventually ends up saving Luke, and then Luke is like, and in that time he gets injured, Luke wants to save him, and he already says to Luke, "You've already saved me." And then in that moment, you see his body transitioning up. And it's been said how that kind of ties into Jesus and his ascension to heaven. And so I found that great. It shows the moral development that can take place and that did take place within Star Wars and the Star Wars character, not just the good characters, but also the evil characters. And I think it just goes back to, and they do a good job in the chapter of showing and tying back characteristics and scenes and showing how that today has created this whole new religion for some. At the beginning of the chapter, it states how TV, like you can see religion in TV in obvious movies such as the Ten Commandments and the little Buddhism. I'm sorry, I need to go back and find where I wrote that. Yeah, or Little Buddha. I'm sorry. And then how in those movies the religious content is obvious. Chapter 13 did a great job of showing the non-obvious religious factors in Star Wars. So I look forward to viewing all your videos and commenting.